This is the Jaecoo J7, just said hello to us. So you might not have heard of the brand before, but this is actually a subsidiary from Chery, and it was launched in 2023 in the world and will be available in the UAE the beginning of next year, so pretty much first quarter of next year. But what do you think overall? I think it looks very similar to a Evoque, Velar, something along those lines. Really, really nice color. This is actually a custom color they did specifically for the UAE. Actually, candy apple cherry red looks really cool. But starting from the front, obviously you've got a really bold front grille, Jaecoo badging, you've got LED DRLs on top, your headlights is actually lower down here, then you've got your fog lights. Heading onto the side, you actually got this little garnish to direct air down the sides from a drag perspective. But I like it from the front. It looks really, really nice. If we head on to the side profile, you've got 19-inch wheels. It's going to be available basically in 3 different trims: low, mid and high. The high range, or the highest trim level, which this is, will have 19-inch rims, and it will also be all-wheel drive as well. Color-coded mirrors on the side. You've got flush mounted door handles, which look really nice, and obviously it's got this two-tone sort of effect, so if you tinted the windows it would look really stylish. A little bit of gloss black trim and black cladding that runs down the side. Nice little accent detail here as well. But yeah, really quite nice. I like the back end. If you notice, we just locked the car so that you can see got a LED tail light that runs all the way across. Jaecoo badging. It's the J7 all-wheel drive. And then if you drop down here, you've got these faux, this is the only bit I don't really like, which is obviously the faux exhaust tips. Your exhaust is actually down there. And let's have a look at it from the rear. See how the storage space is in the back. Power lift tailgate. Very nice, quite quick as well. You can adjust the height even as well in the settings, which is quite cool. In the back, great amount of storage space. We've got 12-volt socket over here. We've got a nice little bag hook so your groceries don't, you know, waft back and forth in the car, which is quite nice. And then over on this side, another little storage pocket. So yeah, you've got the privacy screen in the back. If you want to hide anything. And yeah, overall, great amount of storage. Obviously seats drop down as well at the back. And let's jump on inside the back seats. Check it out. I love the interior. The interior's got obviously that same JLR sort of chunky, rugged look to it, with this nice texture material here as well. You've got ambient lighting, 64 different colors that you can change. Sony sound system, 8 speaker. Here's what the back seats look like. Nice cream leather interior. If you have a look here, just a little armrest, 2 cup holders. Pretty comfortable overall. So the seats are not a massive hump in the back, which is pretty nice. You've got down here USB type A, USB type C. The only thing that I'm slightly confused with in the back is this single AC vent. So you're going to be fighting whoever gets the AC. Unlike, I know on the LX we had AC vent here and AC vent and 4-zone climate control, but you could probably buy 5 of these for the same price. So a little bit different. Stepping into the front though, obviously steering wheel looks really nice. You've got Jaecoo badging here. You've got capacitive touch buttons, which I'm not so keen, but you actually have, they're not capacitive. You have like some texture to them, which is quite nice. And obviously the chrome and gloss black, which is a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it's okay. AC vent design, obviously very JLR-ish as well. And then you've got your instrument cluster. Let's just go ahead and turn that on so you can see. Instrument cluster, it's a 10.25 inch display. And then you've got a 14.8 inch portrait style display here, which is also really nice. CarPlay, Android Auto, like this looks stunning in the portrait mode. You've got your music, whatever other settings that you want, and then also your maps. Quite snappy display overall. And yeah, as I mentioned, you've got the Sony 8-speaker sound system, which is pretty decent. Up here you've got a built-in camera. If I just swipe up here, you can go into the settings. You've obviously got your DVR, so you can record anything in front of you. You can slap the SD card in, which is pretty cool. Some of the other features, you've got navigation built in. It's not too bad, but I'm sure we're all going to be using Google Maps or Android Auto. And then you've got your Qibla, which is also for this region, which is great. Gallery, videos. You've got a USB port down here on the side. You've got Type A and a Type C. Presume you can plug it in for watching videos. 2 cup holders, chunky gear selector. You've got the manual mode here on the side. It's a 7-speed gearbox. Then you've got your power AC, nice little AC thing that you can just turn it off very quickly from there. Your drive mode select, it's got like 7 different modes. And your hazard light placement, which I think Danesh will love, because you can literally just rest your hand there. You're right there, and then you're like, bam! You can just easily hit the hazard light button, which is cool. Wireless charger, 50 watts. It's also ventilated, if you can see that, so it keeps your phone nice and cool. And then your AC vents is like nicely integrated, which looks really nice as well. Auto dimming rear view mirror, which is also very nice. And then let's come to the center console. So center console, you've got the little storage tray here, and if you lift that up, the AC, it's actually ventilated, so you get an AC vent in there to keep things cool. I wouldn't say cool box level. And the other cool thing is, you might be wondering, what on earth is this gap here for? So you can put a tissue box in here, and then you can feed your tissues through here, and then you can access it very easily to grab your tissue, which is really quite cool. You also have an additional storage area. If I just move my seat back here, you can see underneath you've also got another storage space, which is actually quite cool. So yeah, nice overall cabin to be in. Panoramic sunroof, and yeah, whole host of features. Let's jump on to the road and give you a bit more details on how it drives.
This is probably where you're going to spend most of your time, on the road, in traffic. And how does it fare in that regard? Drive-wise, drives pretty okay. Nothing, incredible or anything, but like I say, it drives nice, it's smooth. Suspension-wise, it's on the soft side. It's overall quite compliant. It's not Lexus level, but nor is it Lexus pricing. You've got to keep that in mind, right? But yeah, nice sort of seating position, leather seats. They're ventilated as well. It's mildly ventilated. It does work, but it's not, again, ballistic levels of ventilation. And you've also got a heads-up display, which actually looks good, keeps your eyes on the road. Plenty of information in that regard. But check that out. That, I think, is uber cool. So when you put the indicator on, I guess, under 30 kilometers an hour, you get a 3D trajectory. Yes, we know other brands has done this before, but the quality level, I'm thoroughly impressed with the level of quality. It would be nice if it's color matched to your car, but c'est la vie. And even the top-down camera, like the picture quality, I think they call it a 540-degree camera, but like really nice. And you can even adjust it as you're driving, not that you need to or anything. But the top-down view, great. Like if you're a new driver, great camera system to kind of position yourself in parking spaces, check you're in the center of your lines. Really, really like that. And yeah, drive-wise overall, you've got a couple of different driving modes: eco, normal, sport. To be honest, not like the Hilux that we tested, where I noticed a great deal of like that. You had a noticeable difference, sorry, between your eco and your sports and whatnot. This, I don't really notice so much difference. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have active suspension, to make any adjustments in that regard. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Engine-wise is a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder turbo. It's got 197 horsepower, which is more than adequate for this side. Like if I switch it over to sports mode, gives me a little thing. I'm going to indicate over here, and then I'm going to indicate over here and smash the gas. It's sufficient. It takes a little bit of time to get up to speed, but plenty of overtaking power. Cruises along. 7-speed gearbox, so going to be great on fuel economy. And it is a DSG gearbox. Apparently it's DSG. Actually, let's try it. So I'm going to switch over to manual mode. And let's downshift. Yeah, relatively quick. We hold third gear and pull. Speed limit. But yeah, it's decent. And then you hold the button down on the side, goes back to automatic, nice and chill. We'll go back to
snow mode.
Not snow mode, normal mode. But yeah, overall pleasant. Great visibility. That's one thing I must say. Great visibility overall. Auto dimming rear view mirror. Win. Happy days. The magnification is like, it doesn't seem magnified enough, but it's great from a standpoint if you want to have a conversation with people in the back seats. You can see everyone in the back. You can actually even see the passenger from here. So that I find a little bit interesting. There's also a camera system here. You can plug in an SD card, and then you've got basically a built-in camera for driving any sort of accidents or events or whatever that you want to record and pass on to relevant authorities as such. But yeah, it's overall quite nice. I'm going to go over this speed bump a little bit faster than you necessarily would. And yeah, it's smooth. It soaks up the bumps nicely. Nice, overall experience to be in. Auto hold as well, I forgot to mention. So my foot is off the brake and it's holding the car in place. Put the foot back on the gas. Another nice little additional driver's feature that's there as well. Price starting around 95,000 dirhams, not confirmed. We're running all the way to 130,000 dirhams. So I think is reasonable given all of the features that you get. We'll have to wait and see though. Obviously it depends on, is that including a service package? How much is the warranty going to be for? How many kilometers is the warranty going to be? We'll find out hopefully basically in Q1 of 2025. So literally 2 months to go, and we'll have more details. But yeah, I like the car overall. Who is this car for? This car is for someone that really wants to consider styling, likes overall styling of the vehicle, and it is styled nicely. The materials and everything do seem pretty nice as well. You're not so bothered about the performance, acceleration, handling and everything. It's not bad. It's just, it's nothing to write home about. It's perfectly satisfactory. And you want something that's styled as such and super reasonably priced. Like myself and Danesh have said over the videos we've done, everything these days 200,000, 200,000, 200,000. This, for top of the range, being around the 130,000 dirham mark, hopefully it comes in at cheaper than that, is great value for money. you've got all the features you could possibly want. Sound system is decent, cruise control is decent. It's going to be economical from a fuel standpoint. Again, servicing, is that going to be included, or are you going to have to pay for it additionally? That will sway the decision as such. But yeah, I think overall, great option to consider if you want something SUV, 5-seater, very competitively priced reasonably in that aspect. And yeah, let me know, do you like the new camera angle? I've tried mixing it up once again to see, is this any better? Is it worse? Do you prefer the front facing one? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget, on socials we do post stories when we get vehicles, asking you guys for any questions which we can then cover in the video. So if you have any like specific detail that you want to find out more about, let us know in the comments. Follow us on our social platforms so you're getting up to date, real time on what we have, and you can ask us more details. And yeah, that's it. Peace out, home fry. I'll catch you on the next one.